take pride in what I'm doing here, and I get it right the first time, but just in case, they're checking me below decks. Just passing him the expected end speed so the pilot knows what to expect when he comes off the end of the cat.
Make sure we're clear. Check in, 2 hands up, half second, thumbs up, and then
Amid this deadly bustle, shooters on deck and in the bubble must stay on constant alert.
It's a stressful environment by nature, but it's a managed stress. So we get them in there pretty quickly when we have all 4 cats go. I can usually get them about 20 to 30 seconds apart that way.
Shooters must calculate precisely.
Thumb stalls, head steady, clear track.
Too much power, and the catapult could rip off a plane's landing gear. Too little, and a cold shot could send the plane plummeting into the sea, perhaps dooming its crew.
Wings out, calm up, Bill.
To assure that shooters understand all aspects of takeoff, only aviators hold this job.
Thumb stops, head still steady. See ya.
A pilot may spend an entire tour as a shooter.
Good shot.
Landing and takeoff are tough on airframes, engines, and other critical parts. Maintenance is essential. Air wing crews often make repairs on the spot. Serious problems go into the main hangar. The 4 aircraft elevators can haul 50 tons of warplane to or from the hangar deck in 8 seconds. A cavernous 25 feet high, the main hangar is nearly 700 feet long and more than 100 feet wide. It's a warehouse for the tools of war, and when those tools break down, it's a repair shop. Green-shirted crews handle the work on planes parked wing to wing. George Washington's mechanics can handle 95% of warplane repairs on board. Their spare parts inventory is right at hand. The aft portion of the hangar is reserved for jet engine repair, performed by the Aircraft Intermediate Maintenance Division, or AIMD.
Right now we're back here in the jet shop where I've got about 40 people that do work on the various engines that we have the capability to repair. For the most part, the squadrons can only do on-aircraft work on the engines. Anything that goes beyond their capability on the aircraft, the engine's got to be pulled out and then it's brought back here for that type of work.
In a war zone, maintenance crews work around the clock. A carrier is essentially a medium-sized town that roams the sea. Her more than 5,000 citizens eat every meal out in any of many mess decks. The constant rotation of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and mid-rats, or midnight rations, keeps galley crews busy night and day.
hold up on it, okay? When you down to your last 2 pans, and that's when you make more mashed potatoes. Other than that, don't make no more.
As in any town, a carrier's residents can spend months, even years aboard, without seeing her every corner. George Washington is honeycombed with nearly 5 miles of passageways and thousands of watertight doors. Some doors are open only to a select few.
Oh, no! Ouch!
They need Get a Grip, the remarkable new handle that attaches in seconds with no tools.
Aboard a Nimitz-class carrier, The Combat Direction Center is one of the quietest, most secure locations. Here, science and warfare overlap. In real time, computer and video screens deliver key data from around the world, including battlefields. CDC sailors can see aircraft and other vessels and bring up displays showing their points of view in seconds, discerning friend from foe.
Okay, just give me another call real quick.
Lieutenant Commander John Datka is the officer in charge.
I'm the air defense officer on board the ship, and I'm one of the ship's 4 tactical action officers. We have various consoles everywhere. The first console you see there is our strike controller. He's going to go out and he's going to be the first person that talks to our aircraft as they take off and go out to do their mission. He's also going to be the first person they talk to when they come back. So if we send out 20 airplanes, we want to make sure we have 20 airplanes coming back and not 21. The center camera is what we call our PLAT, or our precision landing, which helps us see what's going on the flight deck itself. And it gives us overall situational awareness of anything that happens. If there's a major fire or something like that, we'll see that, and we'll kind of be able to see outside how things are going, because obviously it stays pretty dark and quiet in here.
Combat Direction's 80 crew members work with deep concentration, analyzing and distributing top-secret information to pilots and the bridge.
Copy. Have record, give me a...
This is one of the carrier's nerve centers, but a nerve center with mood lighting and an ambience like a reference library.
As things heat up, it becomes very quiet and it's very dark. We usually have the lights all the way down, and our job is to keep the situation calm and controlled, and to make sure that we follow the procedures and we go through things